Hi, good evening. My name is Sylvia Alexander. I'm chair of the Education, Libraries, and Cultural Affairs Committee. Happy to see all of you tonight. I have 3 new members, and I'm very thrilled about that. In calling the roll, I'll ask you to just kind of fill us in as to why you picked the Education Committee, although I'm very happy you're here. But I like to know a little background. So, of course, I'm here. Althea Ebo.
Oh, that's me. Hi, Althea Ego. I'm a retired teacher, which is why I've joined the education committee. Because that's my interest, that's my lifelong profession, or was my lifelong profession. And I still want to have a hand in, what's going on in education locally.
What did you teach?
Global history in high school. And I was a dean and worked with ICT, worked with special ed. I taught in England as well, so it's nice to compare the two systems.
That's great. Miriam Fowler.
Hi.
Hi.
I joined this group because I'm a learning specialist currently in middle school. And I share the passion for education, specifically special education, but not exclusively special education. And really, I care a lot about that. I also am a reading specialist, so I really love libraries a lot.
Great. We have great library managers in all 5 of our branches. We're very lucky. Dr. Julie Gomez.
She's absent so far.
Okay, Emily Hausman.
I'm Emily. I am an associate principal for early childhood. And this is my 3rd year on the Education, Library, and Culture Committee. I also have children that are very dedicated library goers, and I'm pretty sure they cried tears of joy when we got Sunday service at the Kingsbridge Library, and they have been there 2 or 3 Sundays ever since they opened it.
Great. Daniel Nenez.
Hi, I'm a new member. I joined this year. I'm just happy to be part of a committee. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, I wanted to be a part of a committee that just needed support, and I wanted to just go in with an open mind. I don't have an extensive background in education like everyone else does, but I did go to school here. I lived my whole life in this area, so I went to Intake Academy. I went to PS 207 for elementary school. My siblings went to school over here. And I mean, I have a big affinity or a large affinity for the schools in this area because I really do feel like like just how Boston has their college town, I feel like we have a school town. Like there's definitely that vibe here. So yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I'm in this committee and I'm happy to get the ball rolling.
And I'm happy you're here.
Thank you.
Adriana Rivera.
She called in that she will be absent tonight.
Oh, she's absent. Okay. Wrong one. Georgia Santiago is on.
Yes,
Usually. Oh, there you are.
yes, I am.
And you've been a member for a very long time. And I'm happy that you're still on here. Judith Green, is she here? She's a resident member? No. Okay.
She is not.
Okay. Okay. That takes care of the introductions and the roll call. I do believe you have had a copy of the minutes of May 27th, 25. we need
It was
to
sent to everybody.
vote on it. You have them?
I have one copy if anyone wants to review.
Well, are we ready to vote on them?
Yeah,
Motion to approve the minutes.
We have
Okay.
a motion to approve.
Um,
What do you want to say?
I'll second.
okay. All in favor then?
Aye.
So it's unanimous?
Georgia, you're in favor?
Yes, I am.
So it's unanimous.
Terrific, thank you. We have a lot of staples this evening, that street applications for use of city streets for fairs and other community functions. The first one is BOO on Marshall Avenue. It will be 256th Street and Liebig Avenue. I believe it's on the agenda. Is there somebody from Boo here?
Here, me, hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm
you-
Sherry. Yes, I'm Sherry Hall. I'm here for KRVC Development Corp, or, Kingsbridge, Riverdale, Van Cortlandt Development Corp. And also representing Laura Levine Pinedo, our Executive Director. I'm the CFO, Associate Director. She's away. Yes, that's Boo on Marshalloo. We want to close down the block between on Marshalloo Avenue between Liebig to 256th Street.
Right,
We want to have a Boo Fest where we're having activities on Marshalloo Avenue down to Broadway on the sidewalk side. We've been Laura has done this for the past 3-4 years, maybe even 5. Before she was with KRVC and now that she's with KRVC. But we want to close down that particular section so we could have, we want to have a DJ. We're having some bounce houses. We're going to have Halloween costume contests, kid costumes, maybe some pet costumes. And
oh, nice.
we just want to have, the area open for those kind of activities and, some more fun, some face painting and everything. And then also because PS 81's doing their trunk or treat. So it's kind of like a whole, we give out prizes. The kids on the Boo on Marshalloo, when they're up and down the block, accumulate a hole punch or whatever it is, and they get the big prize. We'll give out the prizes.
Oh, nice.
Just
Wait, so
place to have
sorry.
fun and relax after all the craziness of the Boo on Marshalloo. It gets pretty,
Right.
kids get pretty
Yeah.
excited. And, we've done plenty of events before. We did Bomba Fest down on 239th Street last year. And, KRVC has a big history of these events. And
Yes,
there's not a lot of businesses this time. It's really just Emiliano's is like on that block, I think. So
and you know that, I guess in the application, it says that you need to have an emergency lane for
yeah,
18
we-
feet. You're
sure.
gonna have that.
Right,
Okay.
we just leave a space that if we have to clear, so that if something has to come down, we move the people out of the way,
Right, right.
Mhm.
No, that works.
Sure.
Okay, committee, vote on it. In favor?
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I have a question too.
Did you say that the businesses are or are not involved? I know previously it was a whole thing
Yeah.
from 256 all the way down and even onto Broadway with the
Yeah,
Hugo's Is that the same thing that's going to
Yeah, no,
happen?
but we're not, that's a big, we know that's more than one street. Marshall runs the whole way, but you know, block wise, we just want to close down the portion
Also, it's just for the
between
closure.
Liebig and 256. We're still having the activities, but that's all on the sidewalk.
Okay, so this is just for the closure,
We're
okay.
not close, I mean, we would like to close down the whole thing. I don't think you'll let us.
And that's between 10 and 6, right?
Correct, you know, with the setup, break
Yeah, yeah.
it down, you know. The event
Yeah.
itself, like, it might be 2 to 5 or something like that. Mhm.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Roughly how many, hi,
Yeah.
roughly how many people are you expecting?
A few hundred, well, the Boo on Marshalloo gets a lot of people, so you know, we're trying to bring them all the way up to there, you know, it's, could be 500, 600. They're not all there at the same time, you know, they come up the block. It's a long block.
So they will have the businesses like before though, on the sidewalk. So you still do, you know, and whoever wants to participate can in front of their
Yeah,
business.
they hand out the candy and they, you know, do some, we do these activities so they accumulate points or whatever. So at the end, they get prizes. Up
Sounds
there,
like fun.
the part where the
So we-
street comes down, we did it last year too, but it was on the sidewalk. We're just trying to make it a little more, you know, exciting. Have like a
Right, and
DJ
also-
playing Halloween music, you know.
Yeah.
Big two, 256. Can you
Any
sign
other
by the-
questions?
25th, the 25th,
Oh, it is the 20.
yeah.
It's October 25th, right? I saw you were able to change the date. Let's say.
Yes, yes.
And Sylvia, will you have a lane for emergencies open?
Yeah, Sylvia asked that. Yeah, sure.
Great.
And people who are not participating will be able to get to the local businesses.
Yeah, we're not really cutting many off there. Oh, on that block, there's almost no businesses. Emiliano's and Early Bird are there. He already has tables outside anyway. You know,
And you
they'll,
had no trouble last year.
no,
You were on the sidewalk.
no. She's
No.
been doing it for the past, like I said, we did it through here 2 years. She's been doing it for almost 4 or 5 years, I think.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It just didn't come to this committee. It probably went to
No,
some
but
other
it was
committee.
only the sidewalk.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. We just
okay,
want to close down that one portion on top. That's why we, you know, need the SAPO permission.
yes.
Mhm.
Are we ready to vote?
Any more questions?
I just wanna make sure, like, the location is gonna be, I'm trying to visualize it, so I know where Emiliano's is it, and then, so you saying you wanna close down Liebig Street right there, like, where like the houses are?
No,
Oh, the much, no,
Yeah,
okay, cause it says
It's
two.
between.
Emiliano's, the library's there, and then nothing.
got
It's really nothing there.
Okay, so right by the neighborhood house, right, like, it's on that same street?
Yeah, right
Be-
before. it.
To the corner across the street.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm. You know, and it's the part of the block that's not on a hill too.
And, is Rebecca doing anything for that at the Riverdale Branch Library?
Um, we're still putting the final touches on how we're going to contribute. But I have about 300 books to give away, about
Oh, wow.
500 bags. I'm going to see if I can get someone to wear a dinosaur costume. So we're looking forward to it. Last year was the first time that we participated. We won't be giving out candy, but we will be giving out lots of items that are literacy related that are much appreciated by the community. We even offered to get the bookmobile if they wanted, but we can talk about that later. But Riverdale is ready.
They don't need more candy anyway. They can use books. They'll have enough candy by the time they get up there.
It won't just be bookmarks, it will be fun
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Daniel?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So are we ready now to vote on this particular one? Anyone against it? Any abstentions? I pass unanimously. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, thank you for having us.
We have a other typo which called for a biobus closing Reservoir Avenue between Webb and Claflin. That's near PS 315. And they had that last year. It's kind of fun. The children leave the school and they don't have to cross the street to get to the bio bus. So they have some kind of a lesson, I don't know exactly what. And it was a big success last year. So they're doing it again this year. And questions on that? There's nobody here from there.
Yes, Ruth is here.
Oh, there is. There's a voice.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, the biobus, it's great. It's actually more of a trailer, but we do like to have the parking reserved so that they can easily be around the bend of the school and the students can get to it. I like it because the littles get to walk outside of the building and walk into the bus, and they have all kinds of interesting lessons inside of it. They have microscopes. They're doing bugs this year. They have dry erase walls, so the kids write all over the walls of the bus while they're doing their lesson, and they work together. But it was a great success last year, and the kids really enjoyed learning about science in this little bus outside our school, so it was nice.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Any questions?
I have a couple questions, but they're really more about biobus. What age is this for?
We have a K to 8,
Okay,
so kinder through the big kids.
nice.
Anyone else? Okay,
Just one question.
This is open to the public, right?
It's open to the kids at school. So it's
So
just during
only
the
the
school day.
Got it. Only, okay, so kids outside of PS 310 or right? Yeah, PS 315.
3:15.
Are not allowed to come. It's only for you guys, right?
Yeah, it's only the kids that are scheduled. They have 30 to 40-minute lessons for each of the classes. So the kids are going to be walking outside each period and into the bus for a science class.
It
I
is the.
didn't,
Oh.
I neglected to say that it was going to be there from 7 to 3. So it is for the school day.
Oh.
I should have said that before. Any other questions?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. A vote on this. It's going so well. Anyone against? Anyone abstained? So it passes unanimously. Okay. There are 2 others. One is the Trick and Street with Theory 9. There's a full street closing from 12. I don't know. It's somebody. I see that there was somebody here from there.
12 to 9 p.m.
I put down 12, but I didn't.
It says 9 p.m.
To when?
Until
The
9
19th.
Uh-huh. And that's at West 231st Street between Cedric Avenue and the dead end I'm not
Yes, yes.
familiar with that street, but,
It's a little dead end in front of Mary Curry High School.
uh-huh.
It's like pretty much where we operate our program outside. So it's really pretty much right outside the school. It's just a school and maybe 3 houses on that block.
Mhm. Okay, and what is Theory 9?
Theory 9 is a nonprofit organization that serves the Kingsbridge section as well as the Bronx and New York City residents. We host many events pretty much throughout the area. We've just hosted a back to school with Councilman Sanchez. This is our 6th one. We also hosted many turkey drives in the community. Back to school, turkey drive, toy drives. We also run a basketball program for the kids. So we just pretty much run after school programs for the youth.
Uh-huh. Well, it probably ended up in a different committee the last time.
Yeah,
Um,
the last 2 years we did it. This will be our 3rd time doing it. The last 2 years I did it was on Claflin, which was outside of 3S15.
Oh,
We usually use Claflin in between 197 and Reservoir. This year I
uh-huh.
wanted to use a smaller block and not use the whole, it was a smaller block and that's where we operate. So I seen that area and I thought it'd be nice to use.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. And of course, you'll leave the 18-foot emergency lane.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And any questions?
Yeah. What are you doing at this event?
So we're doing pretty much, this is a DOT event. We partner with DOT every year with. It's a trick or treats. We do trunk or treats. We raffle off gift cards for the kids, costume parades, costume contests, Halloween activities, pumpkins, design labs. So we usually between the school, we have access to the power, so we're able to do design labs. So we have them come out riding bikes, everything.
And what about lighting? Is there lighting there?
Yes, there's lighting on that block, and that's and then where we starting. That's why we starting early in the day, using 3, and then more or less wrap it up by the time the nighttime. But it's definitely lighting this out. It lights up the school. It's right outside of a school.
Right, okay. And you mentioned there are a few houses nearby?
It's I believe
Or
3
not?
houses on the block. 2 or 3 houses sit on that dead end block.
Okay, and so it won't be
And
loud?
maybe I think 8 cars usually park on that block at most.
Are they aware of the event and that there will be a street closure?
Yes, they are. We partner with the school monthly. Farah, as you've been to many of our food drives, we partner with the school.
And your trick or treat event, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
so usually, like I said, it was just we didn't want to use a bigger block and take up more space. We thought the dead end would just make more sense and less headaches for the community. Everybody
Right,
from
it's
the
also a lot
community definitely.
safer for the kids on
Yeah.
the dead end.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, it sounds well thought.
And then we also partner with the local precinct. They participate with us as well. We there. Oh, hello. Oh, so yeah, we partner. I've seen somebody freezes. But we partner with the local precinct with Officer Rasmir, James Smear. All events, she's always aware of what we do. We also partner with Boost Mobile. They come out and do some activities for the kids, and then we are big partners with Metro Plus. So we also have the health cares out there as well as always out there to make sure the kids and the families are good.
And I didn't write it down, but what is the date of it?
October 25th.
The 9 o'clock time is when it will be finished and cleaned up,
Yes,
right? Or is
yes,
it when the
yes.
event? Okay.
Yeah. No, we break down and be done by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
This is open to the public, right? to everyone?
Yes, open to the public, yes. DOT usually posts it, Parks posts the event. You know, we have a heavy social media presence, so you know, between our social media alone, you know, we get about 5 million views a month, so.
Sounds good. Okay, any more questions? We'll take the vote. Any abstentions? Any votes against? So it passes, right? And I feel like I lost one. Farah, did I lose one?
No, we only had 3 applications for SAFO today.
That's it, right? Okay, good.
It's a lot. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so great. That's why I'm doing it on Zoom. And I copied this over because my daughter doesn't have a printer. So yeah, I'm not sure what I wrote. Okay, so outside of that, on the agenda, I have discussion of repaving of Tibbet Avenue and the JFK campus. That's the one that runs past 368, the school 368, and goes back to the old JFK building. It's very potted. It needs a lot of attention, and they are doing it. Sometime in October, they will be able to give me a date when it will be done. And of course, that has to be synchronized with the dismissals and arrivals of the children in the 3 schools. So when I have more information, I'll let you know.
Sylvia, just if I can add to that, because we keep inviting them to present on that project. They did say they are meeting with the schools in the fall and hoping to present to our board either end of December or in January on the project.
I don't know, you're the one that told me, and I thought it was in October. I might be wrong.
Yeah, that's when they're meeting with the schools to discuss the design, the actual plan for the first time.
Well, whenever it is, then I will definitely let you know. We'll meet again in October, so I'll be able to let you know. Yeah, so the only thing that I have really is the budget priorities for FY 28. I had asked Farah to make copies for you guys for the letter that we got from the borough president. And she had picked up many of our issues that we were trying to get from OMB, that's the Office of Management and Budget, which of course we didn't get. The elected officials did not pick it up, but the borough president did. So we are very happy that we have gotten some answers to some of our many questions. It's very hard to get money for education, and you would think it would be easy, but it's not. I just want to get my copy out. Here we are.
Sylvia, I have a question about these items that are
Sure.
on the FY 27 budget priorities.
Mhm.
Are these new or have they been proposed before?
These have been in many years.
Okay,
You know,
that's
many
what
times.
I thought. I was just curious about, because I'm new, I'm trying to get an idea of what's what. you know what I
Right,
mean?
that's really why I wanted you to see it. Because many of the new members don't understand what the system is. And the system is not conducive for
Right,
education.
right.
At some point, I send out letters to the principals asking them what they need for their schools. I give that information to OMB, and usually they turn me down. They
Okay.
always tell me there's no money for this or that or the other thing. So
Mhm.
she picked up, she being the borough president, picked up the second item, the Bronx Engineering and Technology High School. That's a $250,000. She
Which one
picked
did
up
you say?
the Bronx School of Law and Finance, is 125. Intech Academy for 250,000.
Oh,
For
I see.
computers and smart boards, you would think that that's important, but OMB doesn't think so. So, um, the Marble Hill School for International Studies, 250,000. This one, next one is Marie Curie High School for Medicine and Nursing and Health. That has been on for a good 7 or 8 years and has
Yeah.
always been turned down. And they are getting $225,000, which I think is marvelous. I don't think it's enough for the program, but at least it's a beginning.
Julie, did you have your hand raised?
What?
I didn't alter that.
Chair Reyes had her hand raised, Chairperson Reyes.
Oh, yes, but Sylvia went over. I wasn't sure she had the list. That's
Great,
it.
great.
Thank you.
Wait, just
Um,
for just Sylvia, I'm sorry, another clarifying question. I'm looking at this sheet here, it's the chart of capital funded projects. So all of these, the column that says FY 24, FY 23, that's the year it was proposed. And now it's being funded. Is that what you're saying? I just wanna
Yes.
make sure I'm reading it correctly.
That's the year they gave funding to it.
Oh, so they've already received funding for these projects?
It could take years for them to receive the funding, but that's when they allocated it.
Okay.
So even if they receive the money from 2023, they may not see it years later.
Yeah, because a lot of these have to be, depending on the project, they have to do design phases and things like that, which could take a few years.
Out of curiosity, how do they prioritize the different projects? Like, for example, like tech versus furniture, like I saw in here that they were looking for new furniture in a library, right? Something, and you know, I learned yesterday that capital is defined differently in these situations. I learned it's $35,000. I was listening yesterday in the meeting. And so I wanna understand, is there a science to this? Is there a way that they prioritize certain projects, or is it not really that clear?
Basically, it's really at the discretion of the borough president.
Okay.
But I have to say that PS 81, with their schoolyard renovations, they had a lot of trouble in their building. Their basement kept flooding and their yard was destroyed. And I put that in for many years and got nothing. And the borough president just saved $500,000. So we take from whoever is willing to give us. So that it isn't that we have money that we can distribute. We have to find somebody out there that will be sympathetic.
I don't really understand what this is. And you're saying that this money has, and maybe this is not the place to ask these questions, maybe I should do this afterwards. Maybe afterwards, I'll get someone to explain this to me, because I'm trying to figure out, is this money allocated? What's this list? How does it relate to this? I'm a bit confused. So I'll wait till the end and I'll
And
try and clarify.
Can I just add,
Just-
we do a budget priority list. You guys are gonna do a priority list for FY 28. This was what was done last year, FY 27, by the Education Committee. You put it in order of priority by expense and by capital. These priorities are posted on the city site. It's presented to our elected officials, including our borough president, to consider, to put on their budget list. So this is the borough president's budget list of things she funded
It's already.
in our district. And a lot of these are things that Sylvia and your committee have requested. So that's the difference between the two lists. One is Community Board 8, one is the borough president.
And one thing to notice that their fiscal year is July 1st to July 31st.
June
June
30th,
30th.
July 1st to June 30th.
Okay.
I might mention that we got $1 million 2 years ago from Eric Dinowitz from the council. And because it wasn't enough to rehab the field, the coach also got in touch with the other elected officials that pertain to us. And he kind of pumped it up to about $5 million, and they got the whole thing done in one shot. But that's the way it works. We can only suggest funding for the schools as they see fit. And then it goes to the elected officials, and if they have the money, and they do, they share it with us. So that's the way we do it. It's very different than most other situations. But I wanted you to understand that because we're going into the priorities now for FY 28. And I'll be bringing you stuff, and I want you to know how it works. Okay?
There's from expense capital.
Expense, capital is like items you could tangibly touch. They have a lifeline, has to be $35,000 or more value. So things like computer equipment, furniture. Expense is more about programming and things of that nature.
Okay.
And it's usually less than $35,000.
So like events, like organizing certain events, those would be expenses, whereas like equipment might be a capital.
Capital expense.
Right, that's the actual thing. Nice, very helpful.
What about maintenance?
That's expense, because you would pay for maintenance, or salaries.
Okay, I'm going to slip into another topic. Our wonderful librarians are here, 2 of them, from Spite and Ivor and Riverdale branch. And what's new over there? Rebecca?
Okay. Well, but Riverdale, we're doing lots of great stuff. Not only are we involved with Blue on Moshaloo at the end of this month, but this month we're having new early childhood programs. There will be one on Thursday mornings with Outside Vendor. We're also having a memoir writing program for adults, which there is a limited sign up. I think already half of the slots are taken. We're continuing to have cultural programs after school for children and 6 early childhood programs per week. So we have 3 story times and they're always followed by play date, which is a great time for toddlers to get to socialize and parents to get to know each other in the community. We had a big event last week. It was bigger than I expected. A WOW bubble show that had 80 children. I actually had to turn some families away. We're going to have to invite them back, or maybe Aga can invite them. We have 20 people on the wait list for that program for the next time we have them. And a puppet show. Yes, we're having a puppet show this Saturday. And as well as a adult plant exchange and a community play date in the morning. So lots of big things
You're
happening
very
for all
busy.
age levels.
Great.
Yes, we are, and we're very happy about it. And
Yes.
Kingsbridge is open on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
So
Edgar, did
Yeah,
I lose you?
yeah. Thank you so much. It's good. Oh. For a minute, I'm sorry. So we missed a little of that.
Go
sorry.
ahead.
We didn't hear you. Yeah, our computer glitched a little on our end, so we didn't hear the last few minutes of your
Oh,
presentation.
well,
Sorry.
I'll definitely send you flyers. Riverdale serves all age levels. This Saturday, for example, we're having a puppet show at 2 p.m. for children. It's going to be the Little Red Hen. We're having a 11 a.m. plant exchange for adults. That will be outside, hopefully, if the weather cooperates. We're also going to have a play date at 11. I didn't mention teens, but we offer community service hours for book reviews. So if you know any teens that want to need service hours and they want something that is literacy based, we will give community service hours for students 14 and above to write book reviews for the library. Come to the library Mondays at 3 p.m. and speak to Talissa, our young adult librarian. And we have 3
Rebecca.
teen programs per week. Yes.
Can I connect with you? Because I think my daughter would like to do that. I'm gonna connect with you.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Come Monday. It's really easy. Basically, they get 15 minutes of community service hours for every book that they review. So not only are we promoting reading and literacy, but the teens are helping us promote our collection. And Aga might talk about this later, but we have an initiative for the fall quarter where we're giving out bookmarks, and you can visit the various branches and get a vintage book stamp because we don't use them anymore. And after 5 visits with checkouts, you get a little prize. And this is all to encourage people to read and literacy, and it's open to all ages. But I will send the board flyers. So all of the West Bronx locations, that means all of our sister branches in Community Board 8, Jerome Park, Kingsbridge, Van Cortlandt, Spuyten Duyvil, as well as some other branches that are a little lower down in the West Bronx, are all participating. So, stop by, see our pumpkins. We have our hay bales. Take a picture under our falling leaves because it's really nice and pretty at Riverdale, as always. And yeah, I think I covered it and more. And Sunday hours at Kingsbridge, which we're all excited about.
Yes, I wanted to mention that.
Oh,
There was a
sorry.
ribbon cutting, that's okay. Ribbon cutting to give Kingsbridge 7 days of service to the community, which is something that we wanted for such a long time, and it actually happened. I can't believe it. But that's great. Yeah.
So
Okay,
few
Aga?
updates. Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's good to be back after 3 long months of not seeing the board. So thank you so much. Yes, as Rebecca said, everything is back in full swing after a little bit, more quiet summer, even though it's been very busy for everybody. We super excited about, having the community support and people coming and, checking out books. So we very grateful for that. As Rebecca said, yes, it's a reading challenge that starts October 1st, which is tomorrow, right? And patrons can visit all 12 branches of West Bronx, and everything is listed on flyers and bookmarks. So that encourages them to, read more, check out more books, circulate our collections, and also visit other branches. So, venture outside their
neighborhood, and you know, beautiful Melrose Place, Melrose Library was recently renovated. So, you know, hop on the bus and visit other places and get those stamps that hardly anybody uses these days. So we very excited about that. In at Spuyten Duyvil, everyone is working hard. You know, we glad to see kids back. We get PS24 and RKA kids in the branch, so afternoons are always very busy. We have a October seems to be very busy with all the spooky Halloween activities going on. As you know, Mosholu has their own event. We going to PS24 for a big Boo Bash that is happening on the same 25th of October. So we're looking forward to that collaboration with the school. Our own Miss Melissa, who is our children's librarian, has created a very interesting program for the last week of October. We're gonna be solving mystery who steals books from the library shelves. So she's inviting all the kids ages six and older to participate. So like real mystery, you know, mystery solving activity for our school age kids. And we have story times, you know, very popular. We cannot complain about, you know, lack of participants. We very grateful for the support. So we continue offering story times. Our adult art program is going strong. Every Monday, we invite our senior citizens to participate in a you know, artsy crafty program. So everything is going well. And again, thank you so much for all your support.
Thank you for coming. I don't just want to make a statement. It's very odd that to me, I'm a reader and books. And I know we all read on the computer more than we need to, but they are blaming the cell phones for the socialization breaking down between the children, and also the fact that they're not reading books. And they, of course, banned the cell phones. So we'll see if that really makes a difference. It's interesting to see if it does. Okay, that takes care of libraries. And we have a cultural affairs event that took place earlier in September. I guess it's also KRVC. There were murals painted on some of the walls. I think that Akira had some pictures of it. I just wanted to make you aware of what's going on in cultural affairs.
Nice.
That was the one on Broadway.
I think that there is a very strong feeling of community when they do that. They there's a lot of talent in our community that we don't know, and the artists are out there. So it's nice that they have this opportunity to show what they can do. Okay. Any old business? No. Any new business? No. What a good group. What?
On the agenda, it says Van Cortlandt Motel school site. What's that?
I'm sorry, help me out, Farah.
The update for Van Cortlandt motel.
Oh, yes, the
site.
motel, yes. That is, unfortunately, we have to work with the School Construction Authority when a school is meant to be built. It takes a very long time, at least 5 years. And we tried to get somebody from School Construction Authority to come because we would like to know what the school is going to contain. And they weren't ready because they're in design mode, whatever that means. So we'll keep trying, and perhaps we can get that. There's a new school slated for 239th Street, east of Broadway and the Van Cortlandt Motel. So that would be nice. We've wanted more schools. We've been overcrowded for a long time. And this looks like it will fix us. So I hope that it happens soon. I think it's supposed to happen in 239th. It's supposed to be finished in 28, and they started in 20. I don't remember when they started. It's been such a long time. I think in 27 they're supposed to stop. Have it ready, and the one on Van Cortlandt Motel, I think is 28. The due date of. So we'll see what happens with that. Usually takes longer than they say, so I don't have too much hope. I'm sorry I didn't have that on my.
Are they not there anymore, like the members of the libraries?
They're still there. Recording in progress. Oh, my screen just came back. I think we'll probably not.
Yeah, cause I wanted to ask them, cause I'm just curious to know what they do, but I guess missed opportunity there.
The libraries, always have flyers that are sent around. So that is, an automatic thing. And then I have the minutes that I, produce. So people are informed. And if they don't make one, library event, they can always call the library and get information about the next event, so they don't miss it. So, it's a two-way street.
Okay, and is there a can you hear me?
Yeah.
And is there a reason that it was only Spoon Divo and the Riverdale Library was present today? Like, was there a reason why the Kingsbridge one or like the Van Cortlandt one wasn't present today?
but they all here during the year.
Okay,
Everybody gets a turn to come.
okay,
Right?
yeah, no, I love it, I love it so far.
Okay.
I guess I love it so much that I'm like, I want people to like know about what's going on, so like, that's why I was like, I'm sure they do a good job, but you know, like, I'm sure there's a lot of untapped audiences that we could get to, which,
Well, we'll talk about that at the meeting.
yeah,
You can bring up anything that you want. I'm open for any suggestions.
okay,
I've been doing this for a long time. And I'm open for, new things.
cool,
So, thank you for coming. Now we'll work together. We'll see how it works out.
Great. It was nice to meet you.
So-
Sylvia? Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why that happened. I guess the only thing left is to adjourn till next month. I think it's on the 28th of October. And if you have any ideas or you want to speak to me, Farah has my number and please call me. I am
You all-
totally open to all of you.
Sylvia?
you have an email too, right? Share the email.
Yeah.
sure.
Everyone has your
Sylvia.
information. It's on the
Yes.
directory.
This is Georgia. I pray that you feel better.
Oh, thank you so much. It'll get better.
You're welcome.
I better get better. But yeah, just thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, everybody?
Yeah.
We're done?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.